Attention! Liverpool's transfer plan for Florian Wirtz crushed with £125 million message. Contract negotiations between Liverpool and Ibrahima Konate are progressing well. Liverpool enters the race to sign special forward wanted by half of Europe. Welcome, my friend and Red supporter. Let's get into today's updates. Liverpool is determined to strengthen its squad for the 2025 and 26 season and has made Florian Wirtz, Bayer Leverkusen's star and Bundesliga Player of the Year, one of its top priorities in the transfer market. However, the English club's first proposal was rejected by Leverkusen's board, who set a high asking price for the young attacking midfielder, around £125 million. Despite the initial rejection, the Reds remain confident of a positive outcome and continue to negotiate. Liverpool's new sporting director, Richard Hughes, is already in direct contact with the German club's representatives, Simon Rolfs and Fernando Caro, working to build an agreement that satisfies both sides. Liverpool's goal is to finalize the deal quickly, avoiding a prolonged transfer saga and securing reinforcements before the start of preseason. The club's urgency was evident in other market moves. On the same day, Liverpool triggered the £29.5 million release clause to sign right-back Jeremy Frimpong, also from Leverkusen, and confirmed the surprising departure of Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid for £10 million. With these actions, Liverpool demonstrated that it intends to act swiftly and decisively to strengthen Arne Slot's squad. Even after a second proposal was turned down, Liverpool believes there is room to reach an agreement. Inside sources suggest Leverkusen is seeking a different payment structure than what has been offered so far. Although both parties are aiming for a quick resolution, the German club is still working to maintain the player's valuation. However, experts believe Wirtz's departure is drawing closer. Former Manchester City financial advisor Stefan Borson commented on the negotiations in an interview with Football Insider. He believes that Wirtz's father, who also acts as his agent, is trying to avoid a bidding war among major European clubs, preferring a direct negotiation with Liverpool. According to him, this could benefit the English side, who are aware of the player's desire to play at Anfield. Borson explained that Liverpool could propose a smart deal, paying a significant upfront amount and including performance-based bonuses, such as an increase in value if the player wins individual awards like the Ballon d'Or in the coming years. This type of deal, he said, reduces financial risk while ensuring technical return, since if the player reaches that level, it likely means the club has won major titles. In Borson's view, Leverkusen is pushing for a high fixed fee, but that may just be a tactic, as Wirtz's contract nears its end and the player seems set on leaving. The most realistic projections indicate that the deal could be closed for around £100 million in fixed payments, plus add-ons based on performance targets. This flexible structure could appeal to both parties, especially since the player has shown interest in making the move during this transfer window. Florian Wirtz, only 21 years old, had a brilliant season with Bayer Leverkusen, recording 16 goals and 15 assists. His versatility makes him a constant offensive threat, whether creating plays or finishing them. With his arrival, Liverpool would gain a valuable asset for the creative midfield area, an area that, despite the team's overall solid performance, showed some lack of inspiration in decisive moments during the season. Under Arne Slot's management, Wirtz could become the engine of the new Liverpool, bringing a combination of youth, talent, and vision that few players his age possess. Negotiations are ongoing, and there are still obstacles to overcome, but optimism is growing behind the scenes. The expectation is that Florian Wirtz will soon wear the Liverpool shirt, further strengthening a squad that is already competitive but aiming to make the leap needed to reclaim Europe's major titles. Contract negotiations between Liverpool and French centre-back Ibrahima Konate have progressed positively throughout May, according to information published by the Liverpool Echo. The defender, who is under contract with the Anfield club until June 2026, is currently at the center of uncertainty and speculation. With the new season approaching and growing rumors of a potential departure, the Reds have intensified their efforts to secure the stay of one of the pillars of their defense. Konate, 25, joined Liverpool in 2021 from RB Leipzig in Germany and quickly established himself as a key figure in the team's defensive system. His solid performances, combined with his youth, physical strength, and game-reading ability, have attracted the interest of European football giants. Among the clubs most strongly linked to the player are Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain, who are closely monitoring the Frenchman's contract situation and are reportedly ready to make offers during this transfer window. The interest from Real Madrid is not new. The Spanish club has been keeping a close eye on the defender market, especially after the recent departure of Nacho Fernandez and with a need to renew its defensive line. PSG, on the other hand, is looking to strengthen its squad with high-level French talents and sees Konate as an excellent opportunity to bring more solidity to the back line. However, despite the inquiries and growing pressure, Liverpool is committed to securing the player's future and has already started talks for a possible contract renewal. Back in October last year, everything indicated that an agreement between Konate and Liverpool was close to being finalized. Talks were progressing well at that time, and sources close to the club suggested that the announcement of a new deal was only a matter of time. However, since then, negotiations cooled off and reached a standstill, with little progress until early May this year, when they regained momentum behind the scenes at Anfield. Liverpool, under new sporting director Richard Hughes, is focused on renewing Ibrahima Konate's contract amid a critical transition led by incoming manager Arne Slot. After losing Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid, the club is determined to avoid similar losses of key players nearing the end of their contracts. Konate, seen as vital for the team's future, is in advanced talks for a renewal until 2029, with a salary increase and protective clauses. Negotiations are progressing well, and Liverpool remains vigilant in the market, prioritizing the retention of top talents as much as new signings. Liverpool has entered the race to sign Tyler Dibbling, Southampton's young prospect, with full force, according to journalist Pete O'Rourke. At just 19 years old, Dibbling has attracted the attention of several giants of English football, including Manchester City, Manchester United, and Tottenham. But the Reds appear willing to lead the race for his signing in this summer transfer window. Impressed by the player's performance during the last season, Liverpool sees Dibbling as a promising addition to strengthen the first-team squad, even amid the struggles faced by Southampton, which ended up being relegated from the Premier League. The young forward stood out on the pitch, showing versatility as an attacking midfielder and center forward. Throughout the season, he played in 38 matches across all competitions, scored 4 goals, and provided 3 assists. 3 of those direct goal contributions came in the Premier League, highlighting his potential even in a competitive and challenging environment. Although Dibbling is under contract with Southampton until 2027, his stay at the South Coast club has become unlikely. With relegation, expectations have grown that the player will seek a new environment to continue his development at a higher competitive level. Several Premier League clubs are closely monitoring the situation, and according to O'Rourke, the race for his signature remains completely open. Still, there is a sense that Liverpool may hold an advantage, both due to the appeal of their sporting project and the club's strong reputation for developing young talent. Liverpool's interest in Dibbling is part of a broader movement in the transfer market. The Reds are among the most active clubs at the start of this window, and have already confirmed the arrival of fullback Jeremy Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen as the first official summer signing. In addition, they remain engaged in negotiations for other high-profile targets, such as Florian Wirtz, also from Leverkusen, in what could become the most expensive deal in the club's history, and Milos Kerkez, the Bournemouth left-back, with talks at an advanced stage. Sources close to the negotiations claim that both Wirtz and Kerkez prioritize a move to Anfield, drawn by the sporting project led by Arne Slot. In this context, Dibbling's arrival would be another step in Liverpool's strategy to build a young, dynamic, and talented squad capable of competing at the highest level in the coming seasons. With so many eyes on Tyler Dibbling, his decision could have a major impact on the future of the club that secures his signing. And once again, Liverpool shows it is ready to bet on the future, seeking today the stars of tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching until the end. See you next time.